I used to believe that you needed like thousands of dollars to even start thinking about passive income. Turns out, that's just not true. Today, we're going to break down 5 real ways you can start building income streams with less than $100. Tell me if this sounds familiar. That feeling that if you're not actively working, clocking in the hours, you're not earning a single cent. Yeah, it's the classic time for money trap, and honestly, it's exhausting. But what if there was a different way to play the game? And that right there, that's the big mental shift. It's about moving away from just doing a job and toward building actual systems, actual assets that make money for you, even when you're sleeping or on vacation or just watching Netflix. Okay, let's just get one thing straight right off the bat. Is starting with $100 going to make you a millionaire overnight? Absolutely not, and I'm not going to pretend it will. The real goal here is to build the habit. It's about getting that first taste of what it feels like to earn a dollar you didn't directly work for. Once you feel that, it changes everything. So we're going to look at 2 main paths today. The first one, it's all about making the money you already have, no matter how small it is, your very first and hardest working employee. So the simplest, most hands-off, most genuinely passive first step you can take is a high-yield savings account. And what's wild is the difference here. We are talking 4 to 5% a year from mostly online banks versus, and this is just, well, insulting, the 0.01% you get from their typical big bank. It's a total no-brainer for any cash you've just got sitting around. And here's the best part, the little psychological trick. A lot of these accounts pay you your interest daily. I mean, we're talking pennies, right? But seeing that balance tick up every single day is such a powerful little win. It's real, tangible proof that your money can grow all by itself. All right, let's talk about real estate. You're probably thinking, yeah, right, I need a massive down payment for that. But you don't. REITs are basically your ticket into the game. Just think of it like buying a tiny, tiny little slice of a huge real estate empire. We're talking office buildings, shopping malls, apartment complexes, all managed by pros. Now I want you to look at this number, 90%. What in the world could that possibly mean for real estate investing? Well, this is the secret sauce that makes REITs such an amazing tool for passive income. And there it is. By law, these companies have to pay out 90% of their taxable profits back to shareholders. That's you. It comes in the form of dividends. So when they collect rent from all their properties, you get your cut. It's instant diversification and professional management all rolled into one. Okay, so that was path 1. Now for path 2. This one isn't about the money you have. It's about turning your ideas, your creativity, your unique knowledge into assets that can pay you over and over again. Have you ever dreamed of having an e-commerce store but got scared off by the idea of buying a ton of inventory? Well, that's where print on demand comes in. It's so simple. You come up with a cool design for a t-shirt, a mug, whatever. You upload it. And when someone buys it, another company prints it, packs it, and ships it for you. You never even have to see or touch the product. And don't you dare think this is just for pocket change. Get this. There's an entrepreneur named Rachel Rofe. One of her mug designs, just one design, went viral, sold thousands and thousands of units, and generated over $4 million in sales. You just never know which one of your ideas is going to be the one that hits. Okay, let's talk about affiliate marketing. I know, it sometimes gets a bad rap, feels a little spammy. But honestly, for anyone just starting out making any kind of content, a blog, a YouTube channel, whatever, it is the most accessible way to start earning. The idea is so simple. You get a little kickback when someone buys something through your special link. Now, the absolute key here is to only recommend products you genuinely use and believe in. That's where you start. And almost every company you can think of has a program. Amazon's is the most famous, but think bigger. The banking apps you use, the software you love like Notion, even that small niche brand you're obsessed with. This brings us to what is maybe my favorite business model in the world. Digital products. We're talking ebooks, templates, guides, online courses. Just look at this chart. You create the thing one time. That's it. But you can sell it an infinite number of times. There's no inventory, no shipping costs, and the profit margin is nearly 100%. The scalability is just unreal. But, of course, there's a catch. Because it's so easy to get started, the market is packed. You're competing with everyone. This just means your product can't be generic. It has to be laser-focused and solve a very specific problem for a very specific person.
So we've gone through all these really exciting ideas, but now we got to have a little heart-to-heart about that word passive, because there's the dream of passive income, and then there's the reality.
This quote right here really says it all. You know the fantasy, right? The laptop on the beach, money just rolling in. But the truth is, nothing is passive on day one. The passive part, that's the reward. That's what you get after you've put in all the upfront effort. See, the dream is money for nothing. The reality, it's the upfront work of researching investments, designing products, or writing that guide. The dream is you set it and forget it. The reality is there's usually some ongoing maintenance. You're not getting something for nothing. What you're doing is building a system that can eventually work without your constant attention.
And you might be hearing all this and thinking, geez, that sounds like a lot of work for maybe just a few dollars. And you know what? At the start, you're not wrong. But the actual amount of money you make at first, that's not the point at all. That first $5 you earn, whether it's a tiny dividend, an affiliate commission, or your first sale of a digital template, that $5, it is everything. Because it's not really money, is it? It's proof. It's validation. It's the universe telling you that you can break the link between your time and your income. By earning that first small amount, you're not just $5 richer. You are gaining skills that are worth so much more. You're learning about marketing, about customers, about systems, and about how to make money work for you instead of the other way around. Hey, even if it takes you a whole year to make an extra $500, that's still $500 you didn't have to trade your precious time for. And that is an idea that is absolutely worth exploring. So the real question isn't how much you're going to make, it's what system are you going to build first?